Oh, hello. We're here today to combine our literary skills. Welcome to the Moony Banter, where we will be talking about all the English things in the world. Everything from the Norton's Anthology of English Literature to William Shakespeare. Why do you ask? Because I want to annoy Padfoot. That's why. It's very simple. Don't worry, Pads. It will take all day long. No. Really, in all things serious. Seriously serious. Seriously is not very seriously. Padfoot. Serious, bother. Now you all might be, wondering why it is that I've got so very much serious on the brain. Besides as much as I usually do, but that's not because I'm sitting around thinking about him. That's usually because he's climbing on top of me and trying to lick my face. No, so in 3 days. 3 days? Yes, in 3 days. 3 of them. Count them. 1, 2, 3. I assume you all can count. I would hope so. I mean, you can count how long this video is. You can read, I hope. Goodness, you'd be really bored if you couldn't read and you were watching my video. No, Padfoot is going to be here. Not here like right here in the space here, but here like within distances that I can traverse on my bicycle. Okay, probably not on a bicycle, but I will still be able to. The point is, Padfoot is going to be here and not in Provo, Canada, or wherever. It'll be fantastic. So, extraterrestrial. Padfoot. You are extraterrestrial, and I'm not even going to dignify that with an answer. You're doomed. You are a doomed man, sir, fellow. Extraterrestrial. Really, existential does not sound anything like aliens. If you are going to make me the Fairy Queen from A Midsummer Night's Dream, I am going to lock you up in a tower like Rapunzel, and I'm going to save you, and you will have hair that just goes all over the place. Not that you would mind, but you'd sure look nice, yeah, with a head full of golden locks. Or maybe we'll make you Snow White, yes. Stick you up somewhat. Well, you must just be offended already, considering you're texting me on the Universal Padfoot tracker. Yes, you know. Anyway, no, Snow White, yes, I think that sounds absolutely splendid. You don't even know what I'm planning. I'm just really excited. You're going to come down here and I'm going to read next to you and we're going to talk about what I'm reading and then we'll be able to write about it. It'll be great. I'm so excited. I suppose there might be... I'm not even going to start with the noodling thing again. If you are even suggesting that noodling means to snog one Moony senseless, you could just say that. Because everybody understands what noodling is. At least by this point they will be, because, you know, in the context that we use it in, it's quite obvious what it is. And I don't want to know what Prongs does with Lily. I really don't. I don't want to know. Lily and Prongs can do whatever they want, as long as they make sure the dormitory door is locked and that no one's going to walk in, because I've walked in on them once or twice and I didn't even know he was that flexible. It's a little startling, to be honest. I walk in and I'm all like, is that oh, okay. And then I leave. And then I go wash my eyes out with soap. And then I do it again. And then I go find Snape and ask him for some acid, and then I burn my corneas out. And that's why you occasionally see me walking around with no eyeballs in my head. It's a werewolf thing, but I grow them back, so don't be alarmed. I'm going to inform you all that I normally am the keeper of a zoo. What with Sirius's so oddly put prongs in, I'm fairly certain that prongsies, prongsi, prongsin, there's only one. If there was more than one prongs, I would probably just not even know. It'd be like having more than one padfoot, which I've recently learned is not a good thing. You ask me how I know this. No, I did not clone him. There is still just one Sirius Black, thank God. No. Me, Moony, the keeper of the crazies at Hogwarts. The trouble adverter. The man with the mop and bucket. Yes. My summer job is a kennel technician. Yes, har hardy har. I know that irony is just absolutely astounding. Remus Lupin, who works with dogs all day. Who would have thought? And I have suffered Sirius's prods and pokes about how very, very appropriate this job is. It's not. I go home during the summer so that I don't have to deal with a mob of mad animals. And no, I get to work with them all day long. They yank me around. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that scar? Yeah, that one's not from me. That was from a collie. It bit me. It's just, I just can't do it. It's just too much. I can't do it. I just all the time. Sorry, sometimes I get a little distraught. My life is a pit of disaster. Sirius, I would like to point out to you that I will ladle the grammatical advice onto you until you listen to me, or I will sit and I will read the Norton's Anthology. It's that thick. This is only volume 1. There are multiple volumes, and I will read them all to you, and I will make you recite them to me. And when I know that you know how to use a comma and a period, and quite possibly proper stanza structures and, paragraph arrangement, I will let you free. But not until you are positively spewing the text from this book. Because your ability to grasp the English language is astounding. I'm very, very concerned for your well-being. You're going to go out into a crowd someday and someone's going to address you and they're going to be speaking formally and properly and you'll be lost. You'll stand there with a blank look on your face. Oh, what are they saying? Is it a foreign language they're speaking? I don't know. I don't know my purpose in life. What am I doing here? Why is my hair purple? That'll be Prongs, the purple hair bit. And, you'll just be so lost and I won't be there to rescue you. You'll have to figure it all out. All on your own. Anybody in their right mind would love to sit and have coffee with me. You want to know why? Because not only do I have the most astounding ability to hold a conversation, but I have the best taste in coffee and tea, and you know this. You won't drink tea or coffee unless I make it for you. But then again, you usually drink it about half and half. Legitimately, not half and half, like half and half, and coffee split in two. It's mostly cream. There's no coffee in there. It's really gross. More like, Okay, Padfoot, you drink your creamer. Have I mentioned that Sirius is going to be here in 3 days? 3 days. 3 days. Like, 3 of them, like 24, 72 hours. 72 of them. And Padfoot's going to be here. Yeah. I don't even know what to do with myself. This is the face of disapproval. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why I disapprove? I am here, alone, in the bedroom, in Boise, France. And I would like to point out that Sirius and Prawns are not here. No, they're in Canada, together. Sitting in Canada, without me. You know what they're doing. They're probably exploding things. I bet you they've run a motorbike into a ceiling. I bet you they've exploded the front lawn. I'm sure they've set something on fire. I bet you they're running around with no trousers. And I bet you they're stunning the entire neighbourhood. And you know what else? I'm sure they've drank all the butterbeer. You can't leave them alone with anything. You can't. They'll just eat it or drink it. Bet you they sit there all night, stoned right off their butts with gillyweed and drinking butterbeer without me. Destroying themselves. Ruining their lives. Whatever will they do without my good influence? What? Why? What? Why are you still here? What? 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 Do you want something from me? Fine. Fine, the truth is, I want to be there. I want to be there, blowing things up. Driving motorbikes into the ceiling. And being stoned off my butt on gillyweed. No, this didn't used to be the thing that I used to like quiet. I used to like sitting around in the quiet and reading and drinking tea. No, I used to be a good quiet person. And then, one day, barreling through the crowds, shoving his elbow into my stomach, came Sirius Bloody Black. And before I knew it, nothing was the same. Him prongs have destroyed my ability to sit in the quiet. For the first few days, I'm like, oh, this is brilliant. I can finish a book. I can read. And no one's here to steal the book and drag me off on some random maddening adventure leading to detention in Filch and Dumbledore. No, now I can't do that. After 3 days, I go mad. I'm sitting here more like, I've finished 3 books. I've been sitting still for a whole 3 days. I can't stand this. And you know what? It's absolutely horrible. They've trained me. They're terrible influences, the both of them. And the worst part is I miss them like I really shouldn't. I'm going to have to deal with them again before long. I'm going to have to do it. It's going to have to happen. And I miss the detention and the blowing things up and the sneaking out late and the general mayhem. They've turned me into a marauder through and through. I'm doomed. I'm going to die young at the expense of some horrific incident. Probably getting run over by a motorbike because Sirius cannot drive. No. I'm doomed. I'm just doomed. Come rescue me. I'm so bored. I suppose this concludes the Moony Banter. As you all know, there are things in this world you cannot understand. Like the reason that the Moony's mind rebels at stagnation. Or why he bothers to do these things where he posts things on the webinet, as Sirius calls it. All the answers that you need can be found inside this book. No, really, I'm kidding. But that's really it. That's all for the Moony update today. And please stay tuned because you're all in for a really big surprise very shortly, within the next couple of days, like the next week. So stay tuned, watch the blog, and enjoy. Mischief managed. Do you want to know a secret? I'm sure you all do. All of you who watch this muggle blog that I've created. There's something about Sirius and I that you need to know. Sirius and I